You were faint. Oh, morning, y'all. Happy Friday. We made it to another Friday. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Today we're gonna do arms. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Arms are not my specialty. You can see my arms, man. They not, nothing too crazy. All right. I'm not a fan of arms. I don't really feel like they give me much in realms of performance as a person who wants to be more of a performance athlete. But we're gonna do them. What's good, Rain? I am doing okay. Good morning to you. My week has been going great. Thanks for asking. Hope your week's been going great as well. How you doing? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Today, because arms is such a secondary thing for me, I might find like the shortest arm workout I could find, and knock that out and just call it, bro. Spending 40 minutes on arms just sounds like overkill. It just feels like overkill. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. See, when I want to find a new workout in Tonal, it's kind of how I go about it. I type in arms, right? Oh, that right there. I didn't know what the hell that was. That's my purple light reflecting. So yeah, I come in here and I just kind of try to decide what I want to do. So as you can see here, I got arms. Here's some list of workouts that I can do. This is the one that I'm slated to do today. And I'm just kind of like, bruh, do I really want to do that? But it doesn't look like quick fit strong arms could be something. That's a beginner workout. I don't usually do those. Quick fit straight up arms. So this looks like it might be supersets. Not great on muscle growth. So I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. Max gains, minimum time. So overhead tricep extension, hammer curls, tricep extensions, single arm tricep extensions, bicep curls. Like this arms is just a lot, bro. What's good, brother Xavier? What's good, Jamie? Right now, y'all, I'm just trying to figure out what workout I want to do. Working arms and biceps just seems annoying today. I don't know why. It just feels like a lot of time. Let's see. So this is about strength. It doesn't really help you with muscle growth at all. Yeah, like maybe we'll just do it. Maybe I'll just stop bitching. Man. I'll just stop bitching. We already work legs. We work legs on Mondays, brother Xavier. We work legs on Mondays. We don't skip leg day around here. You know what I'm saying? Not here. All right. So here what we're gonna do. It's got us doing arms. Yeah, maybe I'm just feeling a little low energy. Last night I didn't get the best night of sleep. Wasn't the worst night of sleep, but it wasn't the best. So the whole prospect of coming in here and doing arms for 30 or 40 minutes, it just seems like a huge little waste of time. I can't even front with you. It seemed like a little bit of a waste of time. But the good news is I've got a video that I will be dropping today for anybody that is trying to see what my current fitness status, what it's looking like right now, how much weight I've lost in the very beginning of this journey. I was about 214 pounds. I have lost a significant amount of weight since then, y'all. And today, my scale, I'm really happy about the results that I got on my scale, y'all. I'll be dropping that video sometime at noon so you guys can see. Feel good. I feel good. Feel good how I've been losing weight. It's been nice and slow. You know what I'm saying? Hasn't allowed me to go crazy. I've been able to eat carbs. I haven't had to be too restrictive. I haven't gone to sleep with any night cravings. Only thing I've really been doing is upping my water intake. I don't eat after 8 p.m. And I do a little bit of steady state cardio. A little bit of steady state cardio goes a long way. 1 second, y'all. Left my mic. One of the hardest things to do, Dorian, this is the tonal. This is the tonal. I've been working out, but I'm not seeing much progress. What's some advice you can give me, fam? Well, brother Xavier, what's your diet like? Tell me what your diet is like. What's your, protein? How many grams of protein do you feel like you take in every day? You know what I'm saying? How much do you weigh? What's your height? Let me know. These things are very important. I feel like they should give me a warm-up set. All right, here we go, y'all. Set of 10. Anytime you're not feeling like you're seeing progress, you guys, anytime you're feeling like you're not seeing significant progress and you've been going to the gym, the first thing you need to make sure that you check is what you're eating. Most people have this misconception that, you're going into the gym and you're building muscle in the gym. You're not building muscle in the gym. You're not building muscle in the gym. You're tearing down your muscles in the gym, right? So when you go into the gym, you're creating micro tears in the muscle. Micro tears. You're giving your muscles what's essentially a stimulus that triggers, we need to adapt, right? After you leave the gym, after tearing your muscles up, and not legitimately tearing your muscles, but sort of breaking them down a bit, what you're supposed to do in the kitchen is to rebuild them back up with the foods that you put back in, right? Carbs for your fuel source, protein for your, to help you with your protein synthesis and building those muscles, the building blocks of those muscles, your amino acids, your fats for your hormones. That's where you're building. So if you're going to the gym consistently and you don't see results, you got to make sure that you're starting to check those things. If your diet is on point, then you got to start checking your sleep, right? Making sure that you're actually getting 6 to 8 hours. Your sleep is where you're actually producing your HGH, your human growth hormone, where you're actually repairing your muscles, where you're getting the testosterone to drive that process as well. So you have a high metabolism, but that didn't answer my question, brother Xavier. When it comes to building muscles, you have to be able to know what you're putting into your body. So this is where a lot of people think that you can kind of passively do this. If you want your body to kind of look like the effort that you're putting into it, don't track. You know what I'm saying? Don't track. But if you want a specific targeted goal, you're going to have to make specific targeted actions. And that's going to require you to track. So when I ask you what you put in your body, do you have an understanding of what macronutrients you are getting? Are you getting at least zero point 0.6 to 1 pound or 1 gram of protein, per pound of body weight? You know, are you getting, X amount of calories based on your lifestyle, whether you're sedentary, active? Are you doing these things? You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't start there, we're not going to be able to get the results that we need. And, this is why a lot of people need trainers. I understand that. What's good, Viper? Appreciate it, KY. Some good foods to eat, though, brother. Xavier would be, your lean chicken breast. Fairly cheap, really easy to get. If you like something a little bit more flavorful, you can get chicken thighs. Chicken thighs are really popular right now. They can be a little bit more expensive at times. You can also get salmon. You can get tuna. When I was trying to, bodybuild on a low, I was getting tuna packs. Tuna pack is very, very cheap. Eggs are great. High protein foods are great. Obviously, you're going to need some carbs. If you're not trying to do a carnivore diet, get you some brown rices, some whole grains. You know what I'm saying? Butter chicken is not bad, but it just depends on how it's prepared, I suppose. To my knowledge, because of the cream and stuff that you put in that stuff, it can be pretty high in fat. So you want to make sure it fits within your macros. But the chicken would obviously be a great addition because of the protein. You'd also have to probably watch the sodium, right? I'll be right back. Set time. I don't want to be here all day. Oh, there you go. Like I eat like burgers, a lot of breakfast food. I eat a lot of breads. It's really just a bit of simple things. But I'm not sure for real. I'm having enough protein. I just need a bit of advice. Yeah. Well, I would say you're probably just eating casually. Good morning, Asia. I saw you getting to work. I was about to say good morning just because I saw you do the blocking. Good morning. So yeah, when you're eating, you're talking about eating burgers and a lot of breads, and you're not seeing your physique change. You really got to hone in on what your goals are. If your goals are to build muscle, right, then you're going to have to establish how much you need in terms of fuel to build muscle. You're going to have to establish. So my advice to you, right, from a workout perspective would be start lifting weights if you can. Start resistance training. And resistance train to get stronger. Typically, if you are going into the gym and you're getting stronger, that's a great indicator that you are putting on muscle, right? Doing compound movements, find somewhere. You can find some workouts. You can use the workouts that I'm giving you guys Monday through Friday, or you can find your own workouts. But make sure you're doing compound movements, things that are working your large muscle groups. Obviously, your bench press, your squats, your overhead presses, those sorts of things. And lift to get stronger. And then get yourself a calculator. A calculator that's going to tell you how many calories you need based on your lifestyle. Or do you sit down a lot? Do you move around? It's going to help you to have enough energy to build the new tissue. But start there, right? If you want to see a change in your body, the best thing that I've ever done to see change and actually show great results is lifting. Lifting is key. Lifting weights is key. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it is. More curls. Connecting this back to what we do here, this is why I really love the tonal. Because every week when I come into the weight room, I'm not just lifting weights in front of a camera for no reason, right? I'm lifting weights and I actually have a goal. I have a target. At the end of every workout, the tonal tells me how much weight I've gone up. It tells me how my time under tension has been. It's telling me how much work I'm actually putting in. And what that allows me to do is to determine whether or not I've actually gotten stronger and I'm actually getting stronger. I'm trending upward. You want to make sure that you are building muscle so that you can start to add that tissue onto your foundation and change your frame up. Your body composition's got to change, right? Can you replace ice cream with low-fat milk? Well, in what context? I saw a meme earlier today, Viper. Somebody was adding that to their Frosted Flakes. They would use an ice cream as a replacement for their Frosted Flakes. I'm from the West Coast. You could say so, man. I'm a military brat, but I did go to college, partly in Washington, high school, partly in Washington, and even some middle school in Washington. So you can say I'm from Federal Way. What's good, Marcus? Well, Brother Xavier, I'm here to help. Anybody who need, got questions like that, I'm always here to help. Always here to help. I'm doing a dirty bulk. I should probably be working out too. Yeah. I don't know if you can call it a dirty bulk if you ain't lifting. What's for dinner? For dinner, man, I don't know yet. I did no meal prep this week. It'll probably be some chili that my wife made with some ground turkey, some great black beans, I forget what other, but kidney beans, real good stuff in there. Packed with protein, good nutrients, iron. Cream or butter chicken. Okay, my bad. I forgot context, Viper. Yeah, see, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't ever compromise the ingredients on my butter chicken. I love me some butter chicken, brother. What I would recommend if you are gonna eat your butter chicken is to eat it in moderation. Definitely eat it in moderation. Maybe have it earlier in the day. Give yourself a little bit more chance to process it. And because of the sodium, I'd make sure you keep your water intake where it needs to be. Anytime you're getting excess sodium, it does cause you to retain a little bit more water. A lot of people hate that because it gives them that bloated look. If you do have a six-pack or any muscle striations, it does tend to blur those out. So, keep that in mind. Nav said, Washington represent. Yeah, Washington's having a bad week, man, since Keith Lee ate that sushi with the worms in it. But, I definitely love my city, Federal Way. Wife is from out there, too. Nutrition, sleep, exercise, learning is often. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I like how you put nutrition first. Nutrition and sleep. Those are the things that actually build your body. Chili is good on days like this. It's just starting to, yeah. Oh, it's snowing? Sheesh. It's getting cold out here in Dallas too, though. It's about 35 at night. Thing about Dallas sun though, as soon as that sun come up, that sun is like, hey, y'all thought it was gonna be cold, huh? No. Let's heat it up. The sun out here in Dallas, boy, it's crazy. What's good, Fizz? All right, here we go. Tricep. There you go. Ooh. Ooh. Any meal suggestions? Appreciate it, Exploding Kitty. Exploding Kitty is a funny name, bro. That sounds like a very animated gamer tag. All the gamer tags online be something crazy like that. All right, noted. Plus, I'm doing a lot of cardio now because I'm trying to lose weight faster. Plus, I'm like 14 and my go. Oh, 14, bro, Viper. Oh, man. Man, you're a kid, Viper, you're a kid, bro. I don't even want you to have that kind of stress on you, my boy. At 14, your bone structure's not even fully developed, bro. You can't, your weight is gonna ebb and flow quite a bit, young man, until you get till about 22. You might not even know where your natural, you know what I'm saying, where your natural swag is. Like, I would just encourage you, man, to just stay active, enjoy recess and PE. You know what I'm saying? Try to eat as clean as you can, work out. But I wouldn't encourage you to, to start obsessing over this stuff yet, man. Get you 3 balanced meals a day. Make them high protein if you can. 3 balanced meals. Make sure you're getting a high protein source, a good carb source, a vegetable, some fruit. And at the end of those 3 meals, if you want to add like a protein shake or something just to help your protein intake, add that. Get you about 30 minutes of some sort of physical movement, man. If it is lifting weights, I say go ahead and do it. But I wouldn't even recommend you lifting weights. I start doing calisthenics, doing your push-ups, doing your pull-ups. Keep up with those, every night. But don't start stressing over this at 14, man. Come on, dog. You don't got to do all that. You 14, man. Enjoy your life. Eat that butter chicken, Viper. And of course, my 8-year-old son Zaire left his coat some. Oh, Lord. And see, kids, they good for losing the coat, Asia. They good for losing the coat. I ain't gonna lie, I was no different. All I wanted to do was play. All right, here we go. Set of 6. Let's add a couple pounds on here, man. Let's see. I like to, at the end of when I get to my set of 6, I like to add. You know what I'm saying? I like to add and see if I could, 6 is not as many. It's not a bunch of reps. So I feel like I can always push it at that 6. If I feel like I got a little bit more in the tank. There it is. Yeah. 2. 3. 4. Woo-wee. Hey, that hurt, but I'm glad we did it. Woo-wee. But yeah, meal suggestions, man. Like I said, chicken, a high protein, a good carb, your vegetables, and you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy your life, Viper. You too young, bro. You don't want to give me 20% discount on a hoodie? Which hoodie you talking about, man? You talking about the black Roshi hoodies? I don't know if it'll let me give you 20. I'll see if I can though. I don't. If you serious, hit me up on IG. This is his 3rd coat. Oh no! See. After my 2nd coat, my mama would have just had me out there cold. I ain't saying I knew that, but you know how we came up. It was a little different. Said my mama didn't really have it to get me no 3rd coat. Cause they try to cash out with that first one. You was my dread coach, Unky. Now look where, both them got shot. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Glow, I had to, man. I'm getting older. Hair starting to get thin, fam. I always used to playfully make fun of, the Stevie Wonders. I wasn't gonna be out here rocking my locks like that. I'd rather just rock what I can rock. It takes 8 wipes to know it only took 7, bro. You funny, Steven. Now, did we eat or drink water today? Always non-veg. Do you support Trump? No, I don't support Trump. No, I'm a Messi fan. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, I like Messi. I mean, you give me those two. How much money should people super chat? I mean, look, man, I'm not asking for no super chats, y'all. That ain't what this is about. Hey, special needs. We got mod, man. We got an amazing mod. You keep spamming, your days will be numbered. Oh, there you go. When should I start? We should start weights. I mean, honestly, Viper, if I'm you, I give your bones a chance to develop, fam. Like, start lifting. I mean, these days, I would just have you doing calisthenics, bro. Until maybe about like 16 if you're really desperate to start lifting weights. But if you can keep mastering things like pull-ups, you'll develop without having to put all that excess on your joints too early. For me, I would say 16 would probably be the best time if you really are in a rush. But it really shouldn't be no rush. Oh. Okay. 16 reps, always do it. All right, here we go. See, 3 more. Woo! Oh man, it's the bicep. The bicep pump is coming, man. It hurts. It hurts a lot. But yeah, Victor, if you're doing calisthenics, you doing your push-ups, your pull-ups, if you become a master of pull-ups and you just get your muscle ups, your dips, you know what I'm saying? Start doing push-up variations, you'll be out here looking like Baki Hanma. Anybody know about Baki? Push-ups and calisthenics. Oh yeah, anytime, Viper, man. I'm happy to help. Anybody heard of Baki Hanma? Cool anime you can see on Netflix. Yeah, you doing that stuff, bro? You ever see, like, have you ever seen a gymnast? Like, you ever seen a gymnastics guy? Anybody who does like the, not the vault, but those little ropes? Bro, they got shoulders better than some running backs, bro. Like gymnasts, just off of, you know, their gymnast exercise. They don't be lifting weights. They just be in there tossing and tumbling. You know, essentially just operating in the skill and calisthenics. You do that, you be on point. And I'll tell you, if you master pull-ups and muscle ups, I can almost guarantee you'll be out here looking yoked. You know what I'm saying? You'll get yoked quick off those things, bro. I promise you. I agree, Akeem. What a great day to be alive. I'm absolutely natty, Mr. Flint. You watched it 3 times? Yeah, Baki's great. Yep, Baki's like the new Goku. Yep. You work out like bro, I'm telling you. Because like one thing about lifting weights is cool and it is effective. I ain't gonna talk bad about lifting weights. But sometimes it doesn't really, hold on one second, let me get this done. Hey. Yeah, natural workouts are great. I was gonna say one thing about the gym, it does get you great results, but you know, you can also overdo it in the gym where it can give you negative results, you know. Some things in the gym, in my humble opinion, you know, they can kind of come across as just for aesthetic to me. Like today, arm day, what the hell? But when you're doing your calisthenics, you're doing your push-ups, you know, your pull-ups, these are all things to me that are like survival skills, damn near. You're always gonna have a need to like pull yourself up and control your own body weight, you know what I'm saying? So, what up, Ram? What's good, Smile? I like that name, Smiling Positive. Amen. All right, so we got a hammer curl now, which just another variation of a curl that we just did. I'm sure by now you guys can starting to understand why I don't like doing arms. Let's see, can we put y'all right here? Right here. Oh. Right here. All right, man. Set of 12. What I do for triceps, that's about to be in this workout here too. You're gonna see here soon. Oh man. You're gonna see here soon. Little tricep action. My tricep used to be a lot more cut, man. I remember when I was in high school, this looked like a little blade. It was like shh, shh. Gotta develop it a little bit more, gotta get all that. But it's coming. You know, it's coming. Team Natty, Team Natty, Team Natty. This is the, when you get in the hole as a running back, you get that ball leverage, knock them over. You know what I'm saying? Never know when you gotta jump a gate. Yeah, you talking about the pull-ups. What do you do for triceps? You can do dips for triceps. You're talking about calisthenics. And all that stuff is superior, bro, because it's having you master your body weight. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, here goes a tricep exercise right here. Here goes a tricep exercise right here. The overhead tricep extension. Y'all can see this, right? That should be heavy, I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh no, I missed a rep. Hold up. You know what I might do? I might lower that. I want a little bit more control. I might want a little bit more control there. Yeah. A little bit more control. Anytime I'm lifting weights, I like a weight that I can go slow and control, that starts to get difficult at like that 8 to 10 rep range, but it's something that I can control. Slow negative, slow positive. Anytime I'm like feeling like I'm having to like shake through the whole thing, I feel like I'm about to risk snapping some shit up. Good form is very important, y'all. Polska. What's that flag, Polska? Let's get back to the hammers. Set at 12. Man. Bismillah. good, Minaj? I'll tell you, right now, being on this program, trying to build muscle while also trying to lose weight is very, very difficult. I feel like I am getting the hang of it, but over time, you feel like you're eventually your weight room performance is going to be impacted. When you go into the weight room and you got excess calories, excess carbohydrates, a lot of times you be in there feeling like, you know what I'm saying, as powerful as you can be. When you're trying to like balance on that tightrope, it's tricky. Same thing with trying to lose weight. Like you're supposed to, technically, you're supposed to be in a caloric deficit if you're trying to lose fat, right? So it's very, very difficult for you to be in a situation where you can be losing fat, losing weight, and be building muscle at the same time. It's very difficult to do. What they recommend you do, if you are trying to do that, because it's some people with special genetics can do it. I'm probably not that person. Is to make sure you're maintaining your lifts about as long as you can, and then eventually those 2 points will diverge. Eventually, I am going to hit a plateau where I'm not losing any weight and I'm not gaining strength, and then that's where I have to adjust. So, oh yeah, see. This thing moved me up 2 pounds. Give you Muslim vibes. Interesting. Wasn't gonna work out, but now I guess I have to. I'm glad we inspired you, man. That's what it's all about. All right, here we go, y'all. I don't even. Woo. We got through that, man. I ain't gonna lie, that wasn't hard as I thought it was gonna be. All right. Woo. Arms, arms, arms. Arms, arms, arms. Okay. They're increasing my weight, y'all. That's one thing about Tonal. Tonal is gonna increase my weight. It's not just gonna let you sit there and chill. It added 3 pounds on. 3 pounds on to the hammer curl. Oh, the last set was hard. So they said, oh, you can do 3 more pounds. Okay. Here you go. Ooh. Buddy. Pump check, pump check. Pump check. Pump check. You know, arms feeling a wee heavy. Feeling a wee heavy. See, I gotta get that upper. See, I gotta get that separation. Once we, you know what I'm saying, once we get a little bit, once we get that fluff up out of there, you'll be seeing that separation. You know what I'm saying? Whatever exercise do I do to do firm glutes? What's this crap I should be trying? Well, I don't think I could train like Sam without the roids, man. I don't got roids. I don't do the roids, man. People be shocked at how we eat here, man. Me and wifey, we be eating all natural. All natural. You know what I'm saying? Eggs, chili, you know, nothing crazy. There you go. Let's see if this weight comes down. I'm gonna put my body weight on it and see if this weight comes down. Bruh, that's crazy. All my body weight. All my body weight, and this stuff still won't come down. Oh, let me see. All my body weight, and it's still not coming down. Crazy. It's supposed to only be 74 pounds on this thing. But all my little, not except obviously my bottom half, right? But this should at least come down a little bit, bro. Right? Just a little bit. It's all right, though. We're going to get it down. Here we go. Here we go. 8 of them. 2, 3. Man, that tell me I want to throw somebody. I just lean on that like that, and it still hold me up. Hopefully, when I finally get to my maximum, my final form, I'll just be able to throw people. Shit hurt. Whew. All right, so we got a curl now. It's funny though, like I start lifting, now that I'm lifting like this, I do have to be a little bit extra careful with my kids. And even my wife sometimes, because when I play, like my grip is not calibrated sometimes for like play. Like I'll mess around and like yesterday my wife, we were playing and she grabbed me and like she tried to pull me towards her. And I'm thinking to resist her a little bit and play with her. And like, man, I lunged her all the way back just with her trying to pull me. Sometimes I'll grab her, you know what I'm saying? We'll play. Obviously we playing in front of our children. I'll grab a little too tight. Sometimes with my kids, you know what I'm saying? I'll be doing things like I'll try to throw them onto the bed. I gotta be like extra careful these days. And that's very, very tricky for me. Cause like I'm still used to kind of like being like kind of a lard ass. You know? Kind of used to being a little bit of a lard ass. And now it's like, oh, okay, now you are actually getting stronger. You gotta chill a little bit. Hey. Whew. What's good, KR? What's good, y'all? Nah, we just like to play rough in our house sometimes. And I gotta be careful. You know, I really do gotta be careful. My kids are tiny, like, my daughters are under 10 years old, you know, under 8 years old. My oldest is 7, my youngest is 3, about to be 4. And it's like, they're not even 60 pounds. My oldest is not even 60 pounds. My youngest is not even 40 pounds. So you talk about, you know what I'm saying, that's weight that I play around with, you know, one arm, depending on the exercise. And so you gotta be real careful with your kids. You know what I'm saying? All right, look like we got another set. And my daughters love it too, though. My daughters love it. They love like trying to climb on me. My daughter, one of her favorite things is she likes me to keep my arm out, and she'll try to use it like a pull-up bar to kind of do her own little muscle ups. Love being a kid, or love being a dad, I'm sorry. All right, here we go again. Y'all wanna see the illustration one more time? Hold on, watch this. Here we go. Uh-oh, there you go. Now it's falling. All right, now it's falling. We got it again. It's slowly trying to do something. Yep, there you go. When I add a little bit of that weight from the bottom. Oh, here we go. 8 reps, 8 reps, 8 reps. Hot. 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 2, 3, 4. Ooh-wee. All right, last block. You used to do that too? I would sit on my dad's foot. Yep. We do that one too. But he wrap around your leg and I just keep walking. Yep. And my balls ain't hanging, man. I got on little compressions under here, man. You know what I'm saying? I got compression under here. Y'all go straight for the balls, don't you, Mr. Cox? That's why you got that Holden Cox. Oh man. Yeah, you're here for the troll. Yeah, let me go, man. Look, we got mods, that's all I can say. I can get you out my damn self. All right, now we got another bicep exercise that makes no real sense to me, but then I'm gonna do. Let's see, I'm gonna add on some weight today as well. That's one thing about Tonal I love. You come on here and you add some weight, man. Man, Asia, I'm trying to tell you, I actually watched, there was I forget his fitness page, man, where he and his girl, they'll do like funny little fitness skits. It's like a dark skinned, like kind of stocky dude, Southern accent, and a light skinned chick, his wife. And he was like, hey bro, y'all out here, y'all want these games? Y'all don't really want these games. Y'all out here trying to get the hoes, y'all out here trying to get the girls. Let me tell you one thing. These weights don't bring the girls. You're going to find out once you get the weights. Then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You find out once you start out here lifting these weights come out here, you attract more of the men. You attract more of the men when you lift these weights. I was like, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about when he made that. I was like, what the hell you mean? But it's absolutely right, bro. It's like, I never would have thought. I never would have thought it. And it's funny, because I say it every time I get on here. It's like, damn, I kind of understand what ladies be talking about. Men might be the problem. For real, for real. Because, like, you know, they be talking about incels and stuff. And it's like, I used to think, like, incels be only mad at women. Nah, they be in here trolling niggas, too. Like, they be in here really on that bullshit. Here you go, set of 10. We can go up. We can go up on that. Yo, I used to think we weren't. I used to think it was a little 50-50. I thought it was 50-50. I thought everybody was an equal problem. Nope. We at least 70% of that shit. At least 70. I want a kiss. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Someone give me a kiss? Can I have a kiss? No. What? But I love you. No. Okay, fine. That's crazy. I can't get no sugar. My youngest ain't give me no sugar. Oh no. See, bruh. It's the thing is with that DL stuff, bruh, it's like we live in an age where you can kind of just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You could just be honest. I understand they might lose you your girl. You know what I'm saying? On your shit, bruh. On your shit. I don't think I have any like close male like dude gay friends. I know some studs though. I definitely know some studs. But you know what I'm saying? Live your truth. I encourage everybody out there to live their truth, man. Whether you're out there dealing with dudes on the side, or whether you got extra side chicks, you know what I'm saying? Live your truth, man. Truth will set you free. You know what I'm saying? We live in a day and age, bro, where you don't want to be hurting people with lies, man. You hurt yourself with lies. Here you go. I ain't gonna lie, growing up how we grew up though, and I can honestly understand, growing up how we grew up, you know, it took some time to get to a space where, you know, me, you know, and other men have become more understanding of like the LGBTQ, because I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. There's some things I really don't understand, you know, And I think it's okay that you don't understand. It's okay, you know what I'm saying, that you don't understand. You just can't be, you just don't want to be disrespectful to people's lifestyles. And I think that to me is really where I learned how to be an ally, you know what I'm saying? Because I let folks know, you know, I don't really understand it. Um, you know, the type of person I am, the type of brain I am, I actually might be prone to making jokes about it too, man. If you're my friend and you remember the LGBTQ, please understand, I make jokes like they make jokes on Comic View on BET back in the 90s. I'm gonna probably joke about you, but understand it doesn't come from a place of hate, you know. And matter of fact, I do have friends. I have friends, friends that I work with. Um, they weren't, didn't find out they were gay, but I found out they, you know, were trans, you know, from the same city. And you know, for me, I just support, you know, you just support them being happy in their lifestyle choices. You know, I actually have a real close subscriber. Her name is Simba. His name, pardon me. When I met them, they were on a transition, in the very beginning of their transition. And I watched them transition now, you know, to being one of my bros. And, you know, it was one of those things where, you know, I don't really know much about it. I don't really have to know much about it. But for me, it's just about, hey, you know, I support you being happy with yourself. And as long as you are, that's on you. I think when it comes to the opinions and all that stuff, you know, that's why I just leave myself out of it. You know what I'm saying? I actually do got Latonia. I actually do got a day in a life eating thing. It's so old. I just have not I have not dropped it. What's good, Anonymous? What do I eat for junk food? Ottoman, don't get me started. If y'all in the chat, tell Ottoman what I like, and you know, tell Ottoman what I eat for junk. Y'all know what I eat for junk. I'm good, Anonymous. I'm real good. Yo, y'all got Asia in here working. It might not be 12 inches long, but it smells like a foot. Y'all wow. Yeah, I can do pull-ups. I agree. It's like, and it be original shit too. I'd be like, damn, dog, y'all, I didn't know this was this much original LGBTQ humor. You would think, we were still in the 1960s. People still hurling that stuff around like insults. You know, I don't know, bro. All right, here we go. Some of the things that I eat for junk food, I like those sweet ropes. If you're talking about candy, I like those sweet ropes. They're like the little cherry ropes. They got the little cream on the inside of them. I like any sour candy. So like the Runts candy that's got like the little hard, like the little gummy on the inside, little hard nerds on the outside. I like any sweet and sour candy. So sweet and sour Skittles, sweet and sour straws, Warheads. I like Mexican candy, you know, so anything that's got like the mango and the tahini on the outside. I like, what else I like in terms of candy? Yeah, I'm a big like sweet and sour guy. Like I like sweet and sour stuff. In terms of chocolate, Reese's obviously, Kit Kats obviously, and I do like a Snickers. Love a Snickers. In terms of fast food, man, fast food is like, you know, regular basic stuff. I like Dave's hot chicken. You know what I'm saying? I'll give me a chicken slider with the honey on the side, with the Dave's sauce, Raising Cane's, obviously. Basic chicken tender, but you gotta love that sauce. I love Chipotle. Go to Chipotle, get that double brisket. I've been craving a double brisket burrito bowl. Maybe my wife might let us get some today. Damn. See, I don't like burrito. I've been eating clean, and now I know what a burrito does. You eat one Chipotle burrito, you gotta work that shit off for damn near a whole week after 30. I like, what else do I like? Wingstop tenders. Tex-Mex, you know, food, queso, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm eating, it's not fair to ask me this right now because I've been trying to diet and eat clean. I really like any fucking thing that's not like home cooked at this point. I'll fucking probably kill a Big Mac. A Big Mac will taste like quality food to me. You know what I'm saying? How I'm eating right now. Let's up this weight a little bit, man. I think we can go a little heavier. I think we can actually go a lot heavier. Oh, maybe not. Bro, why are y'all so like down bad this morning, man? Tina, you like Mexican candy? Yeah, Mexican candy is fire. I got put on to Mexican candy when I was living out in El Paso. I was in El Paso for middle school. So I was out there for middle school and some elementary. And yeah, that shit was good. Eating the chicharrones. You know what I'm saying? Learn a little, you know, learn a little of the little cuss words. You know, it's like, suck my huevos. Yeah, man, I love Mexican culture. I know it's not healthy, but I put MSG on my food at home. I feel like that's what makes, yeah, that MSG, I never did that though. I seen a little bag of MSG, it kind of looked like a little bag of cocaine. But I do hear it does make that's the stuff that makes food taste good, right? Look, me, I have to go on YouTube. I don't do nothing until I go on YouTube and check it out. That's what they be saying, right? So come mi huevos. Come mi huevos. Ni cholos and ni cholas. Man. Oh, let me add a little weight. I think we can add about 5. And we can add 5. Why not? Why not? Texas is the only place. Texas is the only place where they'll do like a you know, like some places will do like a book drive. Some places will do like they'll do like a pie contest, or like y'all, you ever do like a little baking contest in your school? Man, in Texas, they'll do a goddamn chili cook-off. Chili cook-off. I remember I was in elementary. Chili con queso, por favor. Chili con queso, por favor. Chili con queso. Man, bro, I love Texas, bro. I'm glad we're able to move back. It makes everything so good. Get some. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what that's talking about. I ain't gonna lie. How you use MSG, Asia, is how I use tahine. Is it pronounced tahine or tangerine? I don't know. I am still black. But yeah, I be using that tahine, bro. I be putting that shit on everything. I be putting that on watermelon. I be putting that on I be putting that on stuff that it really don't. I just be trying it out. She said, hola, senora. That was good, Miss Lady. Happy Friday. Whew. Yeah, Mexican food, you know, Mexican food is like the kind of food, like you'll go into like a Mexican food like phase and boy, it'll take you out the game. I remember just a couple weeks ago, man, I was making my own little homemade burritos, quesadillas. You know what I'm saying? Like I had some really good queso from a spot, and I was at home like, oh hell nah, I gotta have it. I remember we were buying tortillas, you know, just as many bags of tortillas as we was buying bread, and I was like, damn, I understand now. You can get them tortillas, get you a little cheese. I got my wife's chili downstairs. I'll get some of that chili, put that up in there, roll that up, put that in the microwave. Now, granted, I could. All right, no, Asia, I got this. I'm gonna help Asia out. Oh, shit, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out with this one. Yeah, everybody talking about the gat. Everybody talking about the gat, huh? Whew. But yeah, man, Mexican food is nice. I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know if my Mexican food is beating my Jamaican, my West Indian food, man. I be going back to Tampa. There's this spot called the Jerk Hut. It ain't nothing but jerk chicken, rice and peas, and like plantains. It's something about that food, dog, that like you eat it and you just feel the motherland. You just feel like, oh, my power level's over 9,000. You just feel like that food. What's up, baby?
I'm about to head out.
Oh, what up, fashion? Can I kiss?
Huh?
There you go. Oh. I love you, baby. Love you.
Love you.
All right, y'all drive safe. Is it it's the grocery?
Yeah, I know it's not about library.
Okay, love you, baby.
Love you.
Whew. Here you go, y'all. Never to a Slim Jim. Yeah, y'all saw my little baby. Both my little babies. Whew. Love my little tribe. Tell you what, man, ain't nothing better than being a dad. Oh yeah, I hope y'all been behaving this whole time. Yeah, but look, hold up now. Said, look, my wife got access to the goddamn. We don't play that now. Said my wife got access to the chat. Matter of fact, I think she yeah, she got the password, all that stuff. We don't do that. I don't gotta do all that. Y'all gotta know. I've known my wife. Some of y'all don't know. I've known my wife since I've known my wife since we were 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's I've been this same person since then. She's seen some slight variations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we don't got them problems. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and my wife met. I actually met my wife. I remember first seeing my wife. We were doing track in middle school. She was at a completely different school. I was at a completely different school. But then that's kind of, you know, when you're in a town like that, you kind of keep track of the other person. I went to a different high school than she did for the first 2 years. And then I ended up transferring to her high school for some reasons. And basically for football, honestly. And then we ended up, when I ended up going to her high school, everybody, as soon as I got there, it was kind of like one of those relationships where kind of everybody had kind of known that we were going to kind of be a couple, because not only were we the two best athletes there, but we kind of had the same thing going. You know, she was extremely intelligent. She was a leader in school, great grades, advanced program, you know, advanced student. And I was on the same track, you know. And but you know, I remember after school we would just talk and talk and talk and talk, and so it just kind of, you know, it just made sense. It fit, you know. And I remember being an age where I remember being like 16, 17 years old, you know what I'm saying, praying that, you know, she'd be my wife one day. So, you know, seeing everything we're doing now, you know, nothing would be worth jeopardizing that. So, you know. And now back to our now back from our brief messages. Oh, so yeah, we don't got those worries. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Things ain't perfect always. I'll tell you what, things ain't perfect. Even knowing somebody since 14 years old, you still, you know what I'm saying? You can still bump heads. I think that's one thing about being in relationships and marriages that, you know, people, here's some unsolicited ramble. Ooh, good burp. One thing people don't realize about marriages is like people are changing consistently as they get older, as their life changes, you know, as their family grief, you know, as, you know, maybe they're working. You know, my wife, she's a stay-at-home mom. And so, you know, as a stay-at-home mom of two little ones, it is, you know, she's got a lot of demand, and she's not going to be the same person as she was in the very beginning. Same thing with me, you know. I'm working full time, you know, to provide. And so the amount of stress that I have on my shoulders, sometimes I am cranky. Sometimes I'm irritable. Sometimes I just come off like an old man. And, you know, when you are in those high stress, high grind periods of life, it can get very easy to just sort of settle in to doing what you need to do to make yourself comfortable. You know, these days we are so, you know, we are grinding so consistently for our family, trying to make sure that we can, you know, prepare for the future as best as we can. By the time our day ends, it's about like 9:30, 10 o'clock after we've done everything we need to do. We have a choice to pour back into things that we just want to do for ourselves selfishly, whether that's personal development, whether that's personal hygiene, whether that's, you know, just enjoying what you want to enjoy. We like different things on TV sometimes, or pouring back into each other, And, a lot of relationships, especially when they get into that stressful phase, they don't necessarily prioritize coming back into that center. And that's something we've definitely learned, what is it? 7+, about 7+, about coming on 7 years of marriage, I think. Just about. So, we it's a constant work in progress. It's a constant work in progress. And I think I'll say this in closing, I think one thing about a relationship is that I think the marquee of a good one is that both people are there for each other. They understand that it is a service business. We in here to serve one another. But that success is the plan that works for you both. I'm not no dude that because I work, I tell my wife to come and cook and clean and do everything. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like we work as a unit, to give everything that we can. And it's really just about being devoted to that, being devoted to the family, being devoted to each other. I think that's what it's all about. It's easy to leave, when one person is not devoted to, that family aspect and that family goal. And, I'm very blessed that we've been devoted to that same dream for quite some time now. So, yeah. I was a stay-at-home mom for a while. I had a small work from home job though. It is a ton of work. It's a ton of work. I be up here in this laptop just sitting down, sometimes hearing my daughters and them scream. And I'd be like, damn. Looking at my wife like, yeah, you working harder than me for damn sure. I deal with a lot of dad guilt, and sometimes I be feeling like, as a parent, I need to be more involved, especially being at home. I be feeling like I need to be more involved with, the child rearing. We don't be whooping our kids, but just some of the discipline. Because it is a 2-parent household. I don't want to be that dad that's just, pulling up as soon as work is over. I try to go downstairs and eat with my kids and do all that stuff and be engaged. So she's got a lot of work that she does. And it's crazy because the kids, they act way better for me. They are way, way more, and it's not for lacking of hers, but it's just like daddy just represents something different to them. So, oh yeah, man, my family is everything. My family is everything. I was blessed to have some good examples, for sure. The balance is key. Balance is key, Miss Lady. I'll tell you that. And it ain't nothing that you figure out and you just lock on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep. It's like you ever seen a bull riding? You gotta hold on to that motherfucker. That motherfucker be trying to shake you off. You know what I'm saying? It could be family stresses. It could be, it could be a lot, man. When you think about getting into a relationship, a lot of people, we don't really factor in all of the variables. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we just be getting in a relationship and just thinking how it's going to serve us and how we think it should go. But man, relationships are real, man. You know what I'm saying? People's family members perish. Family members, have come up on hard times, economic hardship. People have health scares. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, and you have to, that's where that devotion comes in. You really have to be devoted through the good and the bad to make those things work. That's why these days I be seeing a lot of relationships, these young relationships, these celebrity relationships where, they get together, everything's all good. Everybody's got relationship goals, and then they have that baby, right? They have that baby and that baby come. And what happens when that baby come? Give it 5-6 months sometimes and the relationship split, and I know exactly why, a lot of the time it's, just what we're talking about. People have an idea of what it should be. And then once you get that baby, once you got that woman that's got that postpartum, she got them pregnancy hormones, and you that man who thinking it should go one way, and maybe you're not prepared for how to, fully support a pregnant woman, because granted, all pregnant women are different. Then you're dealing with postpartum. You think that once the baby comes, you're going to finally be able to get into that bag where it's like, oh my God, now she's going to be normal. find out postpartum is a whole nother year and a half. You got to still be gentle. You got to still be understanding. You got to still do it with a smile. It's a lot, bruh. It's a lot. And, you know, the only thing that keeps you through those periods is devotion and the love and devotion to the goal of your family and this foundation that you're trying to build. But that's enough rambling about that. You know what I'm saying? In my household, mom teaches with the heart, and I try and teach with the mind. Yeah, I try to do a little bit of both of that too, man. You know, that's definitely deep, Mike. I'll tell you, you know, with my girls, I try to play a little bit of both, because I do think it's very important for them to see me model. I don't even want to call it feminine energy, but, you know, just the softness. Because, you could consider it feminine, but, you know, I grew up with a hard-ass mama, dog. I grew up with a mama who's been working since she was 14. So, you know, my concept of femininity and masculinity are a little different. I don't have certain hang-ups about those things, because I watched my dad, you know, be very soft and gentle with us as well. So, you know, I definitely give my daughters the mind, but I give them some of the heart too, you know, because I do think they need that from me. And they need to be able to recognize what that looks like in other men as well. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I do got certain boundaries, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really doing braids quite yet. You know what I'm saying? Me doing hair, I've done it. I've taken some braids out, but you know what I'm saying? I still got my little hang-ups where I'm just like, I don't know, man. Should I be doing that as a dad? I don't want to do no hair. Let mommy do that. You know, I got a thing or two like that, but times like cleaning, cooking, and doing all house stuff, nah. But I meet my children where they at. I ain't putting no makeup on, no lipstick, and done none of all that. I ain't doing all that now. You know, I still got my blueprint. You know what I'm saying? But I show my children the heart all the time. You know what I'm saying? Please talk to Indian people to do their hair. I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about, Neffel? No, I'm not no life coach. I'm just chopping it up with the people, man. Sometimes these lives turn into something else, dog. Hold on, let me check my report card. Sometimes these lives don't stay us talking about. I was talking about politics not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, y'all check out my report card. Here we go. Yeah, we getting strong in it, bit. We getting strong in it, yeah, bruh. We got 838 pounds stronger. I'll take it. Did a little less yapping, but a little less time of attention. We're going to have to make sure we get that. But 20 minutes time of attention on arms, I'm not mad at that, man. But this number right here tells me we moving up. I ain't mad at it. Less calories. I ain't tripping. Some coaching cues for form. I ain't tripping. But, you know, damn, my office is dirty. Y'all saw my dirty office. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll clean it up. Ooh. It's all like workout clothes, for real. You say you find yourself parenting each of your sons differently based on their personality? Yeah. And I do that too, Asia. Like, my youngest is I don't want to say a hothead. I don't say she's a hothead, but she got a strong temper. She got a strong ass temper. And there are some times where when she gets angry, like, I have to lead with heart. You know what I'm saying? I kind of have to lead with like, okay, soft. But then there are times where I kind of have to be more disciplined. Like, I got to meet her, you know, with her saying, I got to kind of show her like, nope, I am an immovable object. With my oldest, she shows none of that anger. She shows almost none of that defiance. She gets kind of excited, hyper sometimes, and then that's where she'll stop listening a little bit. But man, you come at her with any sort of fire, she kind of folds, man. She folds quick, gets really, really emotional, gets really, really down on herself. And so that's where I kind of got to balance it out with a different combination of the heart and that sternness. I don't really come down on her as hard. Like you gotta kind of gotta put I have to kind of put the medicine with the candy when I'm dealing with her. You know, with my youngest, sometimes it's just straight up medicine. Cause she'll, you know, my youngest will tell you straight up, no, no, swing on you all type of shit. So you know, my children are completely different. My oldest, man, in hindsight, she was probably the easiest child. Yes, mommy. Yes, daddy. Okay. You know, she was a child, so she was, you know, she would do things here and there. But the easiest, my oldest or my youngest, she on a different type of time. Different type of time. Young girls need dads to support them for sure. For sure. I better go cook. It was nice chatting. Yep, go cook. 10 years of great chatting as well. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for topping through. And I appreciate the support and good conversation. Thank you, Daisy. Teach them healthy coping mechanisms to manage their anger. Oh, for sure. Including identifying triggers, practicing deep. Yeah, you sound like my therapist, man. Taking breaks when needed. And my wife is actually really good. My wife, that's another thing about, you know, having a great partner. My wife is so engaged. And, you know, she obsesses over, you know, the knowledge and really just the informational side of how to best handle your children, you know. So she has a different family background. And so, you know, she often doesn't rely on, you know, the intuitive models in the same way that I do. You know, I grew up in a 2-parent household, and she had both her parents in her life, but she didn't always grow up in a 2-parent household. But we both sort of arrived at the same destination in terms of, you know, just how much we want for our children and how engaged we want and how healthy we want them to be, even from, like, as you mentioned, from an emotional intelligence standpoint. So EQ is just important as IQ in our family. So you're spot on there. Oh yeah, Daisy, you are spot on. My youngest is just like me. She is a hothead just like me. And it's funny that you say that. I get to moments sometimes where I'm looking at my youngest and I'm just like, all right. This is your path. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what you're here for. Yeah, I agree. And touche, Mike. What I will say is funny too, man. Life it's funny about like relativity and how things work. Like I was an angry child, and you know, I'm not trying to get dark, but I was beat all my life. You know what I'm saying? As a child, I was beat. You know, I come up in an era where, you know, my parents were whooping ass. My mom was whooping ass. My grandmama was whooping ass. Both sides of grandmamas was whooping ass. My dad was whooping ass. Like, and you know, being quite frank, you know, TMI, we was getting the old slave master ass whoopings. We weren't getting them, you know, sitcom ass whoopings. We weren't getting them them sitcom ass whoopings where you saw the belt and the dad let the kids keep their clothes on and the mom let the kids keep their clothes on. Nah, bruh. When we used to get butt whoopings, I ain't gonna get too much TMI, but it was butt naked ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? Your parents would lay you on your bed. Your parent wouldn't even let you keep socks on, bruh, and you would get whooped, you know? And it was one of those things where as I got older, you know, and I talked to my therapist about this, you know, I had to realize I held a rage for a long time, a long time. A rage towards my father, a rage towards my parents, just a rage. Like I used to, when I went into like schools, I was a kid that like, I used to wish a nigga would. Like, bruh, I used to want to fight. Because fighting used to give me the opportunity. Fighting would give me the opportunity to take that rage out on everybody else. Fighting would give me the opportunity, you know, quite frankly, to dominate people in the way, you know, that I felt like maybe I was being dominated subconsciously, you know, as a child, getting whooped and having to submit in that way, especially as a young man. It does something to you. And I carried that. I remember the day I stopped getting my ass whooped. It really felt like I had become like a human being for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like there were aspects of my personality that I could let loose. There were, aspects of my sense of humor that I could let loose. There was a person that I could be, even with my parents, that I could let loose because I didn't have that fear over me anymore. And it's just funny because we don't whoop our kids. I don't whoop my kids at all. But the relativity, of their experiences and whatever they deem traumatic can still kind of land them in the same destination or a similar destination in terms of their anger and their coping mechanisms. And granted, a lot of it is just, children, being children. But when I see my youngest and her anger, it just reminds me so much of the anger I dealt with as a child. And it'd be bad, man. I had to go to therapy at some point because it wasn't like anything that was, debilitating for me per se. But, my anger was something where I realized that when it came to disrespect, I did not deal well with disrespect from people that, supposedly were like they cared about me or supposedly they loved me. I was always willing to go to war over disrespect. I was always willing to crash out. There was always an F it mode. I punched holes in walls. I mean, all that shit, right? You wouldn't know from looking at me. But those are things that, those are absolutely things that I have to deal with, and process with a therapist. I grew up with great examples, where, I never saw a man hit a woman, so those are things that are very real boundaries for me. Never, those were things that my dad maintained as boundaries for him as well. So, by the grace of God, that example was not something I dealt with. But man, my anger was something where, it got to a point where I had to really check it. Because even without me whooping my kids, them seeing such a drastic contrast from the daddy that they get, from the daddy that they see when he's angry, it was enough to be traumatic for them. And that's that relativity that I talk about. Do I know how to fight, man? I find out, Zezik. Find out, man. Military dads, man. That's all I can say. Switch, extension cords. Miss Lady, I got a picture where my granny got me breaking switches. My granny, and I come from the South, so they used to store switches. My grandparents used to take switches and put them in the goddamn closet just so they could use them for later. Hide them under the bed. As a toddler, I would find them switches and break them. All love, cinematic. And my youngest is my twin outside and inside too. He's my karma. Yeah. Dad wish I had a kid like me, and now I do. It helps you understand, don't it, Asia? But you're positive, man. Know how to be a good dad with love, not licks. Oh yeah, no, we don't hit our kids, Daisy. My dad would send me to my room, show my bare butt, hand on the tummy, and wait for him. So the buildup was the worst. Yo, my dad did some shit similar to that. My dad would do this shit where he would have you, like, when he didn't want to like fully whip your ass, he would have you do this thing where he would have you stick your hand out, right? And he would tell you to close your eyes, right? He would have you stick your hand out and close your eyes. And you would sit there with your hand and your eyes closed, and then at any moment, he would just hit you with the belt. Crazy. Understandable, you were that way, but but so good you've learned. Oh yeah. That's why that therapy comes in. I'm scrolling down. Zezik, my father taught me how to fight. 20 years Army, man. Sometimes that doesn't have to be dark, just real. Happened to me too, but I feel like it instills a certain kind of humbleness in you as well. To a certain extent, I agree. My teeth on the streets of Southern California. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, see, no. I ain't never get burnt with no smokes. And that helped, but I know what to do. My children, yeah. Sometimes child becomes bad through learned behavior. That's true too. What do you think about Israeli-Palestine war, man? To be honest with you, prayers for all involved. I don't even want to get I don't even want to share my opinion there. My dad put me on rice and made me hold weights. Yeah. Look at you guys, everybody in here got that trauma, huh? See the point of it. I'm trying to convince them. Yeah, therapy is funny. As black men, we grow up. Hold, let me make sure I can see my laptop here, y'all. Oh. As black men, there's a stigma about therapy because the last thing you want to be deemed in as a black man is weak. Last thing you want to be deemed as a black man is crazy or unfit. These are all things that'll compromise your ability to be deemed a leader. They'll compromise your ability sometimes to attract a woman. I mean, I think we like to think that we are in an age. I think sometimes we like to think that we're in an age that is, pardon me, forgiving to black men, or is not as rigid with black men, but it is still very rigid. And some black men live in fear. But therapy, for me, and really how I tell all my bros, it's just really like it's somebody that's helping you process information, right? Don't look at it like it's somebody that's, it's like where you see on shows where you're sitting on a couch and it's like a shrink that you happen to tell all your business per se. You can give the therapist whatever you want. You can tell the therapist that you're stressed about something and you really need help, coming up with ideas, about how to handle it. You could talk to the therapist about, something that happened in your childhood. And maybe you do want to share that and you just want to understand how it could be impacting you today. Maybe you're a person that gets really angry and, you don't understand how, why or how you get so angry. And really what they do is they just kind of pair the technical knowledge, in human psychology, and they apply it so you can better understand yourself. If, how a lot of people will look at astrology, they'll go, what are you, a Libra? You a Libra, huh? Yeah? Okay, I'm a Libra actually. Oh no, you a Leo? Oh, I know about y'all. I can't do it no Libra. Or you be like, oh, you a Taurus? Oh, so you bullheaded, huh? No. There'll be a lot of men even who subscribe to that stuff. If you put more stock in astrology than you do in your own psychology, you might be thinking a little bit backwards. I'm not knocking astrology, but it's very similar. When you're talking to a therapist, these are people that can give you the root cause of a lot of your temperament, of a lot of the way that you think, of a lot of the things that you've been dealing with. And the more information you give them, the more access they have to tell you, okay, so this is this. Instead of telling you you're a Taurus, they can say, okay, well, here's this. You deal with a little bit of childhood rage because of this. You deal with a little bit of this because you're trying to overcompensate for this. You deal with a little bit because of this, because of da-da-da-da-da. It's very important. If you can look at your month, if you like really think about it, if you're looking at your month, the date of birth, your rising moon and star as more valuable information than your life lived experiences, to determine who you are, it's kind of a little bit backwards. And, obviously I don't know a lot of men out there that are dealing with, that are really big on astrology, but they be using that shit to rap. They be using that shit to rap to girls. They tend to align with that shit, especially if they Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio. That means I'm extra freaky. Okay, all right, yeah, right, maybe, right? Maybe there's something else there. Maybe you might want to talk to somebody, brother. But that's really just how I talk to my bros. All my bros are in therapy now, and maybe all but one. And I just let them know it's like, man, it's just somebody to help you think about shit. If there's ever anything in your life that you wondering how it impacts you today, they can kind of help, paint that picture for you a little bit more vividly. You know what I'm saying? Tell them, give them as much data as you want to give them, and they'll be able to, help you with that picture. But yeah. Many get groomed by older guys, then become their male. Yeah. Dice in the grind. Yup. Gotta go. Excellent comments. You take care, Mike Wolf. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Therapy helped me so much these past few years. Important for people, especially for black. Oh man, yeah. Everybody black need a little. We that should come free. They should be giving that to people for free. For us, make that part of the reparations package that ain't never gonna come. I've had loads of therapy, but to be honest, it made things worse. I had to find myself and believe in myself. Well, yeah, I do believe, Daisy. Therapy isn't doing the work for you for sure. So you definitely got to understand yourself. That's one thing about therapy. They can tell me how to do things to mitigate my anger, but they damn sure can't, do the work for me. Them little exercises and stuff that they give you. I got to be up on it. All my bros just play video games all day and say sexual shit. Maybe I need new bros. Well, that's a phase of life. As I get older, I realize this. You just kind of gotta pay attention to how people are growing. Sometimes you grow apart, but the people that really care about their lives and the quality of it, they'll naturally grow. I'm nearly 60 now myself, and now I believe in myself. I'm glad to hear that, Daisy. I'm glad to hear that. It's a testament to the fact that it is a journey. It can take time, and it's never too late. What's this above me? These are certifications. You know what I'm saying? That 5-year plaque is 5 years working for Microsoft. I think that's like anything though. Some therapists are probably great and others might not be as great, for sure. You preaching right there. It's kind of like churches, man. Every church isn't created equal, I'm not a frequent goer of church, but whew, I used to harbor a lot of animosity towards the church because I used to look at it like, man, y'all supposed to be the spiritually enlightened. Y'all supposed to be like Harvard, but for spiritual folks. I go into church and y'all more heathens than me. Y'all back in the church smashing kids back, smashing people out here stripping. But you realize, man, it's like it's not about the people. It's about the journey. And as long as you're going, it's an opportunity to be on your journey. And yeah, when it comes to therapists, I liken them more to the pastor. Every pastor isn't got your best. Everybody shouldn't be spiritually leading you. Everybody shouldn't be spiritually leading you. So, but y'all, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Yeah, no, I don't got a ton of certifications, man, but I do have 2. I got 2. I will be getting some more next year. Certifications are very difficult for me, especially when I'm trying to balance, being a dad, being a husband, and doing other shit that I want to do here on social media. So I think therapy can work for some, but as a nurse, I found a lot of therapists are textbook, don't consider the client. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, see, when I found my therapist, my first one, it was one that I thought shared similar experiences, and one that could understand my background sort of innately. And being fully transparent, I made sure it was an older black man, an elder. And not only could the elder put into context some of the things that my father was doing, and maybe why, but he was also able to understand that anger and that rage. There's a thing that a lot of black men have, a lot of black people have. It's a special connection to rage and anger that is not often spoken about. It's not often a place. There's not very many places that we can expose that. A lot of us, we do a lot of code switching. We do a lot of trying to like chameleon our way through life because we don't really have a choice. And so when you can get in that space and be vulnerable with somebody that's got a very similar background and can immediately identify that rage, it does make for a more humanizing experience. And shit, sometimes, they can kind of break that fourth wall Sometimes I be talking to my therapist and it was like talking to one of the homies. It was like, man, you don't understand, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, you kind of let out one of those. And, that's to me great therapy. And that, you gotta find the combination of things that's, best for you. But y'all, I would love to talk, but I gotta get to work. I'm gonna go downstairs and probably make some scrambled eggs, get some toast or something. You know what I'm saying? My first meal of the day can always be like a heavier carb meal because it is, the meal that's gonna be refueling my muscles. It's also the meal that I'm gonna be burning off throughout the day. So, but I'm glad everybody got a chance to talk. I appreciate all y'all. For pulling up, you know what I'm saying? These lives can turn into whatever they, need to turn into. I like how the lives also, like in the beginning, like if you pull up in the beginning, you'll get the workout. But if you stay to the end, it's kind of like a secret trailer at the end of a Marvel movie. You know what I'm saying? It's always rewarding if you stay to the end because it's like you never know what you're going to get. You might get a secret cut scene or you might get us talking about trauma. So, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate Asia, Miss Lady, Daisy, Tanya earlier, all the people, that came in, you know what I'm saying, and contributed. I hope y'all have a great weekend, man. We got through another one. Appreciate that support, Dream. Shout out to you as well, man. Consistently pulling up. You know what I'm saying? It does not go unrecognized, These things don't be monetized. I want y'all to know vertical lives are not monetized. This is just me pulling up and connecting, bro. So I appreciate, everybody who just wants to connect, right? Y'all hit the like button if you will. If not, don't worry, you'll get another chance on Monday. All right? TV Locks, a.k.a. Black Roshi, signing out. Y'all be blessed. All glory to God.